What's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are having a fantastic Tuesday afternoon in this bloodbath of a market. We're going to give you the reasons why the market is down, and we're also going to give you guys our predictions on where we see the NIO deliveries that are expected to be released on Friday of the 1st of October. And also, we got a live stream with Aaron from NIO Trending on that day, and we're going to go over all the numbers and everything like that. And that's going to be here on the Stock Dudes channel, so, hit the notification bell for that. Also, hit the sub button if you're not subbed to the channel yet. Change your life, change our life, and we work about it from there. But without further ado, let's give some razzle dazzle and hop into this. So first things first, the market is complete trash right now, absolute train wreck, and that is because of everything that's going on in DC. Shocker, DC always screws everybody out of money, but that's on another tangent. Yellen and Jerome Powell were in DC to testify today in front of Congress about the whole debt ceiling. I believe it's the debt ceiling, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so like the whole debt ceiling, how the sickness. We're gonna talk about the sickness that's going on as well. Almost caught me lacking on that one. Yep. Yeah, so basically Yellen came out and said that the debt ceiling needs to be raised by October 18th. And I'm gonna read you a quote because this is fear mongering at its finest.
100%.
She said that it is imperative that Congress swiftly addresses the debt limit. If it is not done, America would default for the first time in history. The full faith of the credit of the United States would be impaired, and our country would likely face a national crisis or economic recession.
Yep.
Tell me that ain't fear-mongering, man.
Yeah,
because every single time that we have a debt ceiling crisis or they need to raise it or anything, it always gets passed. Right. Yeah, they might do it on the last minute before it needs to be done, but they do it.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating.
Right. It's like you said, it's just pure fear mongering because she said, it'd likely face a financial crisis or economic recession. Like that's just straight fear mongering. Because like you said, it always gets figured out. We might shut down for a week, if anything, but it'll get figured out.
Right.
And so the market was already down, and then when this came out, it just started going down even more.
Right, it got even worse.
Yeah. So.
And so if we look at Google Trends here, let me go ahead and pull this up. We could see that the whole market was perfectly fine today. I don't want to say perfectly fine because, like you said, it was down this morning, but it wasn't down as far as where it is now until this whole meeting came along. So looking at the market, we can see that we're down 532 points for the day, 1.5% on the Dow. Freaking S&P and NASDAQ are down even more. S&P is down 1.8%, and the NASDAQ is really getting hit. A lot of the tech stuff down 2.5% on the day. So now this raises concerns and questions on when, will this continue to fall or will we see some kind of recovery? Yeah,
I think that this could go at least into another day. We'll see. Pretty much, I don't see the market recovering until something is passed with the debt ceiling because that's the whole issue right now. And they have until October, all the way until October. I don't think anything will be passed, or it'll take that long. I think by the end of this week probably, but still, it's just the beginning of this week, so we can still have a few more days of red because, like I said, it's not going to go back up until something is passed with that.
Right, exactly. And for me, I'm the personal opposite. He thinks it's going to go on to last the next day or so, if not longer. Me personally, I think we could see some kind of green day tomorrow just because anytime the market trashes like this, I like to see it return, and I usually, you usually see it kind of go up. But there has been in the past, though, where it continues on through a day, and I've kind of started to think a little bit more like you are about it continuing on through next day or so because, again, Congress likes to dilly fart around and just freaking not pass anything when they're supposed to. So this could possibly keep going on, and unfortunately, we might, face the repercussions because of that. But let's go ahead and look at the stocks, show you guys what's going on there, and then we're going to give you guys our prediction for where we see NIO deliveries for the month of September. This is going to be one of the most entertaining videos we've ever done in a while.
Good.
So looking at the market, we can see that a lot of things and almost everything that we've been watching over the last few months is in red. The only thing that's up today is Ford and ChargePoint. I'm not quite sure why ChargePoint is up today, but I know Ford is up because they're going to be starting construction on 2 new plants. So that's big news for them. A lot of it is going to be EV related and battery related for them to start, picking up pace on the EV sector. But everything else is just getting absolutely hammered. Lucid's down 5, almost 6%. NIO's down almost 5%. NVIDIA, man, taking a massive hit, down almost 4% or down 4% on the day. Palantir's down 6.5%. Like, it is just an absolute fire sale today for a lot of things. But is this the dip or is it going to keep dipping? That's the real question here, and nobody knows. Nobody knows.
I was
Thought you were gonna talk again.
I was gonna make a joke, but I lost the joke of how it went.
Oof.
Yeah, it was bad. Something about when you buy the dip, but the dip keeps dipping. Something about that, but then I lost it. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Dip these nuts, dude.
Dip these nuts.
But looking at NIO, we can see that we're down again almost 5% on the day, 4.5 right now, down to 35.13. And it seems that this $35 mark seems to be a solid support for NIO. We did break past that $36 and it was creeping up towards that until that, the news from Janet Yellen did come out and kind of crashed everything and turned it back around. But looking at the RSI, we can see it's back down towards that 38. And that's, to me, again, telling me that this is completely oversold.
Yeah, for sure.
And I know we're going to get comments for this. People hate on NIO because it's red. But I think NIO is still at an absolute buy price right now. And again, this is not financial advice, all entertainment purposes only. But $35, man, anything better that is, I guess, is going to be 30, but I don't think we're going to see 30 for a while unless the market just keeps dipping.
Yeah, I don't want to see 30. But
right.
Yeah, it's just
right.
If you want to think of it, with a glass half full optimism view here, optimistic view, I meant, not whatever. It just gives you a longer time to buy NIO at a cheaper price. So,
right. Exactly. And speaking of NIO, let's go ahead and talk about our delivery predictions for NIO because we are polar opposites.
Yeah.
Me, I'm more like, yeah, let's get it, baby. We're going to be millionaires by the end of this month. And Chad's like, nah, dude, we're going to go broke. That's what's going to happen here. We're going broke. Yeah. So first things first, the quarter 3 prediction from NIO is 22,500 to 23,500 deliveries is what they are predicting. And if we look at the past quarters, NIO has been accurate at predicting where their deliveries are going to be for that quarter. So for me, my prediction is the 23,000 and right in the sweet middle. And I think September is going to be 9,200, just based off the math of simple subtraction
math
here. Right. Simple math.
Yeah. And like you said, I'm polar opposite, but you got to keep this in mind. Bad news makes NIO go up. So,
right.
Let's, if we hit 3,000 deliveries, this thing is going to $60. But yeah, so, my prediction is 6,500. I said pretty much below 7,000 for sure. I went into detail on different videos of why, but I guess we can go over that real quick. So last month, obviously their deliveries were hot garbage, like, what was it, 5880, I believe it was, off the top of my head?
Yes, 5880 for the month of August.
Yeah, and my problem is they had 2 shortages. Chip problems, they said the chip issue was a factor in that, but they also had the interior panels that were a problem. So we don't know which was more of a problem. If most of that was caused by the interior panels, then they should have a little stash of possibly 2,000 chips left over, that were going to go into those cars. So they could deliver, they were delivering around 8,000. So yeah, they could do 9,000. But my problem is I don't know if it was chips or if it was mainly the interior panels. So I'm just curious to wait and see how this pretty much their numbers coming out on Friday will let me know how much the chip shortage is actually affecting them. And that's why I'm staying conservative, just because we don't know.
Right. No, I 100% agree with that. We don't know whether or not it was a part shortages or chip shortages or what the problem was. But the reason I'm so bullish on NIO for a high number this quarter is because of the fact that their delivery target is still with that 22 to 25 or the 22.5 to 23.5 delivery range. And again, they've been on point the last coming quarters at predicting where they're going to land. And if they weren't going to meet that, you'd think they would come out and say, hey, we're not going to hit that, just like Li Auto did in the past week or two ago. But also, with the numbers being so low in August, they had to cancel some orders. I'm thinking that some of these orders, some of these cars could be complete. They're just waiting, like you said, for those parts, for those chips. That a lot of this could just roll into this month where we're going to have a record month, but it wasn't really a record month though, because, if you took some of those that were scheduled to be delivered in August, it would kind of even out to be, a normal number for September. But we also have Norway, it's obviously only one day on September 30th, but how many numbers of those, how many cars do they already have sold over there? They're just waiting to deliver them or, get them off the parking lot. So I think there's quite a few things that could play a role, but
Yeah, because
We'll
you
see.
have, potentially, I don't know, 100. I think they delivered less than, or shipped less than 500 probably to Norway, but we don't have an actual number on that. But yeah, they could do 100, 200. Who knows? It's only one day, so that, I'm not expecting anything fantastic. We also talked about, like you said, since it was just the interior panels, they could have 2,000 cars sitting off to the side right now that are,
Right.
or they could have had that were good to go and just waiting for those panels, and they just slap them in, and those 2,000 get added to this number. There's just so many different things going on right now. So that's just why I'm staying conservative, because we don't actually know for a fact on any of this. There's just lots of factors that go into this month for sure.
Nope, I 100% agree. It'll be interesting to find out. But again, we do have a live stream coming out on Friday, and that is going to be at 11 a.m. Eastern time here on the Stock News channel. So set your notification bell, set an alarm clock, set your iPhone alarm, whatever you want to do to remind yourself that, hey, I got to go check out these dudes talking about the NIO deliveries if you're excited for that. It is going to be with NIO Trending from, or Aaron from NIO Trending. So go check out his channel if you're not there. We'll put his link down there as well. But yeah, I think that's going to wrap up this video. So if you guys aren't subbed to the channel yet, change your life, change our lives, hit the sub button. It's the best way to support the channel. That's all we ask. And if you're feeling this video, hit that like button as well. The like, share, notification bell, all that good stuff is down there for your enjoyment. But again, thank you guys so much for all your support, and we'll see you guys in the next video.